Okay, it's Angie. I'm back with part 2 on how to make this envelope. Okay, so we are making this envelope right here. Okay, and or this one, which is made out of book page paper. If we have enough time, I'll make one out of this paper too, if we have time. Okay, so like I said, I just want to do a quick measure so I kind of have an idea. You can use any size paper, whatever scraps you have left, whatever size envelope you need for whatever you're doing. If you're making a card, if you want to put it in a mini book or a travel album, whatever you want to do. This is 5.5. We'll do it 5.5. We'll do 5 by 8. That'll make it easy. So, okay, put all that down and remove this out of the way. Okay, let's get my cutter out. And let me make sure my cutter is in frame, okay? Very quickly, make sure I'm in frame. Yes, I am. Okay. In fact, I could scoot over a tad bit. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. I'm going to use this paper here, which is die cut with a view. You guys, I had this paper pads. I'm going to do a tutorial yesterday for $5 each. These are $20 pads for $5. Ridiculous. Okay, so I said 5 by 7 is what I'm going to do. Let's scoot that over so I have room. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, this is how I want to do this. You know how you look at the paper because you want a certain part of the paper, pretty paper, to be. Okay, so 5 by 7. Okay. And what's cool is all these scraps I'm making, I can, yeah, 5 by 7. All these scraps I'm making, I can make more envelopes out of these scraps, which is really cool. Okay, here's 5 by 7. I'm trying to, what I want is to keep that happiness in there. That's what I'm looking at, trying to keep in there as best I can. So I did, to some extent. Okay. So, now I have, make sure I'm in frame, I have 2 pieces again, all right? So, we're going to put these 2 pieces together like that, right sides together. So that'll be the back of my envelope, and this will be my front, which I think is great because that little happiness, that's what I wanted to get in there. Again, we have to have the hinges, and I showed you in the last video how to make hinges. Do I have any hinges left that I've cut? Yeah. I went ahead and I cut these all up. Remember we made a paper full of hinges? And then every 2 lines you cut them so that you can just fold them in half and have hinges. Okay? So I'm just going to quickly do, that's a piece of paper. I'm just going to quickly do that here because I need hinges for this. Okay, again, here's the top. We'll put that aside, okay? We're just going to work with this. And let's measure all 4 sides. And I just measure it just like this. And then just cut my hinges the length I need. And we'll just do 2 on that one side because I'll need 2 to match up these sides. Okay. And then we got to have 2 for the length. So we'll do that. Okay. And I have got to cut off, I've got to cut off 1 more page of hinges. You guys, I love these hinges. It makes everything so much nicer, so much sturdier. You can fill your pockets or your envelopes so much more. And it's the way that you attach the 2 pieces of paper together, which is really cool. Okay, so I need another hinge, the longer one, so I'm just going to measure it from here. Okay. So now let's take our score tape and put it on all 4 of the hinges, and you want to put it on towards the edge of the hinge. Remember, the opening of the hinge needs to go facing inside the card, which will make more sense in a second. So let's put tape on all 4 ends here. And you know what I forgot again? I forgot to set my phone. Just a second, guys, because I can only do 15-minute videos. So I have to set this. So we're probably at 13 minutes now. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's keep going. Put the score tape And you guys don't have to use score tape. I mean, if you only have hot glue, you can use hot glue. You just have to go really fast though, because you don't have a limited amount of time. So you'd have to hot glue, put the hinge on the card or the envelope. Hot glue, put the hinge on the envelope. Or you can use double stick tape, or you can use your, what is that, EGT gun or AGT gun? Whatever, I don't have one, so I don't even know the name of the darn thing. Anyway, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and, just like we did last time, and put this on all 4 sides. Stay in frame, Angela. Okay. Here we go. Guys, I'm going to have to bring this a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Again. Whatever you have sharp around your desk area just to get these little pieces of tape off. Again. Oh, if I turn to the side and you guys can see it and I can see it. Okay. Maybe use your bone folder to really make sure that there's a good adhesion. Okay. Let me do this in frame so you guys can see me. Move everything out of the way. Again. We'll put this one on the bottom. Oh, there's something else I want to tell you guys. Make sure that you don't go over, like right now I went over a little bit. Make sure you don't go over the inside of the card, because if you get too much into the crease, that's what I'm talking about. See this crease right here? If you go over it, you're not going to be able to fold things down and nice and neat. And I had almost done that on that side. So if that happens, just cut it back a little bit right in here. So make sure you stay away from the crease just by a little bit. Okay? All right. Now, this one here, again, open this up. Put this in at the top. I'm going to work from the back so I can see you guys real quick. This one's just a little bit long. I don't know how I ended up a little long. Like I said, you don't want to get into the corner, the exact, or not the corner, but exactly where it folds. You don't want to get into the fold. Get my wording right there. Okay, there we go with that. All right, so this is going to be our top piece right here. So let's put another piece of score tape right there. This is reinforcing the top. And there goes my phone, of course. Let me just turn that off. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. So, here we go again. So, let's go ahead and take that off. Now, this one folds all the way down. None of the others do it. Okay? So, just that one. That's so we have that reinforced edge. So, you can take stuff in and out of your envelope. Okay? All right. Just like we did before. Let's put our score tape or our double stick tape on the edge of all 3 corners this time, not 4, because that's our opening up there. And if anything seems confusing, it really shouldn't. Once you start making it, it just all starts making sense. So just try your hand at making one of these, because once you make them, oh my God, you're going to be so addicted, because you can make your own envelopes for your cards. So that your envelopes can be like whatever you want to match your card exactly. They can be envelopes to put in your mini books, in your journals. I think it's pretty cool. Okay. Here we go. And here we go. Take this off here. Okay. So, like we did last time, make sure that kind of sticks in there. Now this whole thing is going to go onto the front of the card. You can work from the front to the base to the front on these envelopes. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I need to bring this. Well, I want to do it so you can see. Okay, excuse my head, but I have to bring it in frame here for a second. Okay, so all this comes together. Okay. All right, see, that's now we have the front of the card. And I didn't line it up exactly perfect. I could line that up a little bit better, but that's fine. And then use your bone folder and just really smooth all sides to make sure we get good adhesion. Okay, so now what we need to do is make this part of it. And I'm going to show you an easy way of making that. I'm just looking to see how many inches this is. Huh. I gotta make, so we're like at 3 inches. Okay, let's put this aside for 1 second. What I need to do is I need to take a piece of cardstock, which I hope I have over here. The length of this. Yeah, this is just another piece of cardstock, another piece of paper. And you want to score it at like 3 inches. You want to score that at 3 inches and then cut along that line. Okay. Sounds hard, but it's not. Okay. That's just so you can have a nice straight line. Okay, then now you're at 3 inches and you want to go at about 1.5. Score that. Okay. And you want to fold that in half. And you don't have to have these exact measurements like I have, but, you know, somewhere in there. And the reason you want to do that is you're going to take this. Now you see that? You're going to glue that on the back. And you know what? Actually, why am I doing that when I can use the paper left over? Okay. Duh. I could put that on there as my asset, but I'm not going to. I'm trying to see if I have a piece left over that. Let me divide this in half really quick, you guys, and see if I want to use this or not. You know what? I will use this. And I'm not even sure the exact measurements. I'll show you why I'm not sure. Or it doesn't matter. Okay. I went ahead and, let me fold it and I'll show you guys. Okay, I had this piece of paper left over like this. I went ahead and scored it about right here, because this is the part that's going to be folded over the card. And let me just show you. Much easier to show you than to keep talking about it. Okay, now you guys see that's going to be the flap, and see how that goes in the back there. And then we just simply cut it off the end. Okay, so now you have the front of the card and the back of the card. Now this could have been longer if you wanted to. If I would have had some more paper left over, I would have made it longer, but it's fine. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to attach this on the back of the card. And let me get my score tape. Okay. Make sure I'm staying in frame. There we go. There we go. And there we go. It's amazing how much of a mess you can make just making envelopes. Jeez, it's crazy. All right. So now we have our envelope again. Make sure we know what the front from the back is. And let's just put this right on. Use your bone folder. Make sure that it's on there really well. Okay, and now see you have the top of the envelope. But to make it look a little fancier, you can use, I'm going to use my little corner. You can use your Martha Stewart punches too. Like little edge corner Martha Stewart punches or whatever you have. And there you go. Isn't that fabulous, you guys? How cute that is! And like I said, you could have made this a longer flap, like how I had, where's the other card? Like this one. I made the flap longer. I had more paper left over, so I did make the flap a lot longer. But whatever. I think it looks really, really cute. To keep it shut, if you want to put a little piece of Velcro here, you can do that to keep it shut. You may not be too concerned about keeping it shut, especially if you're going to put this in a mini book and stick pictures and stuff in it. But what I want to show you is look inside of there. Hopefully you guys can see that. See how gusseted it? You can stick a lot of stuff in there. Okay? So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how to make these envelopes. So we have this one, and then we have the library pocket. And these are so fun. So I have this one, I have this one. I can stamp this one up like I stamped this one. See how cool this was? I used a script stamp and a typewriter and an old-fashioned car. And okay, and then this one I just used book page. I just used old book pages. And then I inked up the edges. Okay, so I just want to show you guys how to make these envelopes. They're really, really fun. Try your hand at making some, and it's an addiction. Once you start, you can't stop, especially when you can use all of your scraps. Okay? All right, I will see you guys next time. Have a crafty day. Thanks. Bye-bye.